Good morning, my lovelies. Gosh, I miss y'all so much. I miss seeing your faces. It's crazy. So, a couple of things. U.S. history. You are watching CNN's miniseries, The 70s, U.S. versus Nixon. It's episode 2 of 8. And you are going to answer the questions that go along with it. Remember, that is due tomorrow. Remember, that's not a hard deadline. It's just a way for me to keep an idea of who's done what and when. Just kind of think about things. Think about how to put Nixon's administration in perspective compared to more recent events. I want you to just think about it. I want you to think about his administration. Think about the things that he did. Okay? Think about the good, positive things he did versus Watergate scandal that actually just puts him on the map for a crook. Because technically what he did was illegal. And then to have the, sorry, Holly came in and I lost my train of thought. Holly just woke up. Say hi, Holly. Anyways, so Nixon does a lot of great things for the country during the 70s. We get out of Vietnam. We are, he does the EPA. He does a bunch of other things, but it's eclipsed by the fact that he is a crook. That he's seen as a crook because of the Watergate scandal. And the Watergate scandal, guys, Nixon was a little paranoid. You have to think about this. He's a little paranoid. And while we never find out that if he actually said, yes, he did he wanted the break-in to happen, or he was behind the mastermind behind it, he did cover it up. And that makes him look guilty. Well, then comes to find out there's 18 and a half minutes missing from the White House tapes, right? And so we have to think about that. And the continuation, and it was just one big snowball, not realizing that he's going to be impeached. And then he resigns. Because he knows he's not going to make it out of the trial in the Senate. Remember, impeachment means to bring charges against. Okay? So Nixon's been impeached. Clinton's been impeached. And now Trump's been impeached. It has nothing to say on the man, except the only one that actually anything came out of it was when it went to trial for Nixon in the Senate. So the House of Representatives brings the charges against him. And then it's up to the Senate to prove those charges. Or it's actually up to the House of Representatives to prove those charges to the Senate. And then the Senate decides the fate of the president or whoever the impeachment's been brought up against. Now, you have to also understand that once that happens in the Senate, where the trial goes or does not go, it becomes a big deal. So with the Senate, what Nixon didn't realize, was that he was going to lose the trial in the Senate. And so he makes a deal with his vice president. I will resign from office. You get to become president if you will pardon me for all of my crimes. And so Ford jumps at the opportunity, and Ford does do this. He says, okay, fine. So Nixon resigns from office, Ford becomes president, and then Ford pardons Nixon for any and all crimes that he could have committed. Now, as the American public, looking at this, how does that make it look? I mean, this man's not going down for pretty much conspiracy and breaking and entering, or the cover-up that follows, or the abuse of power of the office of the President of the United States. He gets away scot-free. So you have to really understand and realize the impact this has on the American public. And so on Wednesday, I'm going to put a writing prompt up for you. I know how much I love to write. But it's going to be an opinion piece, and I will put all of it up there. But on Wednesday, This will be due on Thursday. So on Wednesday, you're going to have a prompt that you're going to have to write about. Now, I just want you to keep it fresh. Just understand how much this affects Nixon and his administration. Nobody thinks about the good that Nixon did. Nobody cares. When you hear Nixon's name, it's Watergate scandal, he resigned from office, and Ford became president and pardoned him. That is what we think about. We do not think about the good things that Nixon did. Okay? So keep that in mind today as y'all watch the video or watch the episode of the mini-series, the 70s on CNN. The link is in your website or on there. There are movie questions that go along with it. Please answer those. It'll help you really bring to forefront of keep you, I lost my train of thought, keep you thinking what you want, how to process Nixon, okay? And so it is the U.S. versus Nixon, and it was a big deal. All right, so if you've gotten through my 6-minute long spiel, go ahead and watch it if you get a chance. I know most of y'all are still asleep considering it's 8 o'clock in the morning, but I've been awake since 6:45, which is weird. Okay, so I will talk to y'all later. I'll put your video up tomorrow. Remember, at 2 o'clock, I'm on every day Google Meets. So you can download the app to your phone, or you can log into your school email, and we can chat. If y'all just want to chat, or if y'all have comments, questions about anything, I'm there. All right? I will see y'all later. Bye.